Ella was 20. She lived with her mother in a quiet village called Light River. Her father died when she was only 8. Since then, her mother worked hard to raise her alone. Life was not easy, but Ella was kind, quiet, and full of hope. She loved God. Every morning she prayed with tears. People called her the Holy Girl. She didn't care about boys, parties, or worldly things. All she wanted was to know God more. One day, a church from the city visited her village. They said they were holding a 3-day church retreat in the city called Goldfield. They spoke powerfully, using big words Ella had never heard. The leader, Pastor George, said the retreat would change lives. Ella was excited. "Mama, I want to go," she said with her eyes full of joy. Her mother hesitated. "Are you sure, Ella? You've never been to the city." "Yes, Mama, it's a church retreat." Her mother prayed with her and gave her the little money she had. Ella packed her Bible, 2 dresses and some food. She hugged her mother and left with the church group. When they got to the city, everything was strange. Tall buildings, noisy cars, and fast people. But what shocked her more was the house they took her to. It was not a church building. It was a large, dark house with no cross, no chairs, and no music. "Where's the church?" Ella asked. "This is where we start," said a lady with cold eyes. Her name was Sister Nancy. That night, strange things happened. They didn't sing. They didn't pray. They sat in a circle. They lit candles. They called names Ella didn't understand. She felt fear crawl on her skin. "This isn't church," she whispered to herself. The next morning, Ella tried to leave, but 2 men stood by the gate. "You can't leave until the 3 days are over," one of them said with a straight face. Ella cried in her room, "God, what is this?" On the second night, they brought a red book and asked each person to sign. "It's a covenant to show your loyalty," Pastor George said. Ella refused. He smiled coldly. "Then you can't eat." They took her food, locked her door, left her in the dark. She cried all night. On the 3rd day, the truth came out. The retreat was not from God. It was a cult. They used the name of Jesus to lure innocent people. That night, one girl tried to escape. They caught her, beat her, and dragged her into a dark room. No one saw her again. Ella was shaking. She knew she had to leave or she would die. Around 2 a.m., she whispered a prayer. "God, if you're real, please help me." She tied her small wrapper tightly, broke the window with a chair, and jumped. She ran with bare feet into the cold night. Her legs bled. Her throat dried. But she didn't stop. She found a bus station at sunrise. A young man stood near a shop, sipping water. He noticed her torn clothes and bruised face. "Hey, are you okay?" She broke down in tears. "Please help me." The man's name was Michael. He was 25, a gentle man who sold phone chargers in the city. He took her to his small house, gave her water and food. She told him everything. Michael didn't doubt her. He called his friend, a reporter named James, and they took her to the police. But the police were slow. They said they needed proof. So Michael and James followed the cult quietly. They took pictures, videos, and wrote Ella's full story. It went viral. The cult house was raided. Pastor George and Sister Nancy were arrested. They found underground rooms, dark books, and even bones. Many girls had disappeared there. Ella was lucky to be alive. Ella couldn't return to Light River. Too many people wanted to speak with her. Some wanted to help. Others wanted to use her. Michael stood by her side. He helped her heal. He took her to a real church, not one that used fear, but one that preached love. Weeks passed. Ella began to smile again. But sometimes at night she would cry. The things she saw still haunted her. The screams, the blood, the darkness. One evening, Michael said, "Ella, I want to tell you something." She looked at him with tired eyes. I think I've fallen in love with you." Ella looked away. "You deserve someone better, someone whole. I'm still broken." He held her hand. Even broken people can love and be loved. Tears fell from her eyes. She didn't say anything, but she didn't let go of his hand. 5 months later, Ella started a small group in the city. She called it Safe Space. It was for girls like her, girls who were lied to, abused, and broken. She shared her story every week. Many cried, many healed. She didn't wear makeup. She didn't try to look perfect. She was real. Her pain became her power. Michael stood by her like a rock. He never forced her to be anything. He just stayed. One day while walking home, Ella saw a group with signs that read, "Free retreat, come meet Jesus." Her heart stopped. She walked closer. The faces were new, but the trick was the same. She told the police again. This time they acted fast. Another cult, caught before more girls were taken. Ella saved them before it began. She sat with Michael under a tree. "Can I ask you something?" she said. "Sure. Why did you help me that morning? You didn't even know me." He smiled. "Because I prayed the night before. God used me for something good. And then you came." Tears filled her eyes again. Not of pain this time, but peace.